This video is going to give you a preview about what our continuity of learning modules are going to look like for Honors Algebra 2 at Quince Orchard High School. This is Mrs. Strauss recording this video, and so you're going to see my Canvas classroom, but the other teachers' Canvas classrooms are going to look pretty similar. So you can see I'm already in my Canvas dashboard, and I'm going to go into Honors Algebra 2. And down the left side, you'll see there's now, if you haven't already, a tab that says Zoom. So just as an FYI, when we have our office hours, you can always access the links through that Zoom tab. What I'm going to do is go into the Modules tab. The Modules tab is where you're going to find all of our learning. And I do want to point out that I'm in teacher view right now, so I'm going to see things that if you were to go into your Canvas right after you're done watching this video, you are not going to see because I have not published the video yet. It will not be published until Monday, April 20th. So the first thing you're going to see in week 1 is a discussion board. And you notice a little discussion board because it has this little word bubble. If I go into this discussion board, it's just an empty discussion board that I would like you to post any math questions you have. You can type them, you can take a screenshot with your phone, or you can take a picture with your phone and upload them if it's too hard to type it. And then I will be able to reply to your question outside of office hours. Also, you might find that someone else already had that question, so you might go to post the question and see that someone's already asked that and save yourself a little time. So again, modules is where all of our learning is going to take place. And I do want to point out that these modules are sequenced, meaning that you can't skip around. You have to do them in order. So I'm going to go ahead and open up the probability introduction. And I see I've got the objectives and the agenda, and you'll read this on your own. And there are a lot of links here. I would encourage you highly to just kind of go in order because you might try to click some of these and it's not going to let you open things because you're not doing it in order. But you can see that we're going to have activities. There's going to be practice. There's going to be a quiz at the end. So let's take a look. So I'm going to click next at the bottom. And the first thing I'm going to do as a student is a Desmos exploration. So it says go to Desmos and enter the class code to complete the exploration, or you just use the direct link. And then there is a capture sheet. So if I'm a student, I'm going to open the direct link, and I'll just show you what that looks like. I'm not going to open all the Desmos ones. I'm just going to open this one. And you can see it's already got the class code and it knows who I am because I'm signed in. You can sign in or you can just put your name in. The Desmos activities are learning activities. They are not homework activities. So you need to do them just as you would do any in-class activity because I do expect you to get the information from them, but I am not like assigning point values to the Desmos activities. And then you would join and go through the activity. And then there's a capture sheet here again, just like if we were doing an in-class activity. You might have notes in your packet. These are going to be the notes you're going to take. You can print these notes or you can, do the old-fashioned thing and write them in a notebook. I can tell you that my 6th grader and 3rd grader are doing just fine writing things on paper, and you can too. So I'm going to complete the activity if I'm a student. And then when I'm done with the activity, because this is like my in-class activity, I'm going to go to next. So just like in class, we often have an activity to start things off, and then I do a little teaching. Now you're going to get a little instruction. There's a capture sheet again for the notes. So again, I'm going to click that for you, show you what it looks like. And parents, you don't have to print all these. You can if you want, but, oh, it's the same thing. No, it's different. A little more. It might be better to just take notes, write things in your own words. I'm not sure that there's a lot of room to write on these. So that's the capture sheet. All right, so here's the video, and you can kind of see, you saw what the capture sheet looks like. This does, follow the capture sheet. I'm going to watch the video and take notes, just like I would if my teacher was teaching. Then there's going to be a discussion question. Now, unlike the discussion question, which is just the open-ended, do you have any questions? You have to do this one to move forward. So it says respond to this discussion question based on the scenario below. Support your, okay. I'm asking that you not record, upload media. I'm asking that you please use a photo or that you just type. Obviously, I'm not going to lock you out of the media, but I think it's not, as you read through it, typing an answer is not going to be that difficult. So you're going to click reply and reply to the discussion question, and then you're going to continue by hitting next. So now we have another Desmos activity. It's the same thing before, it's a different one. So, but the same process. I'm going to use the direct link. I'm going to have my capture sheet ready. And after I do the Desmos activity, I'm going to have a little bit more instruction. So again, here's my video. I've got my capture sheet there if I need it. And after I do that mini lesson, now I've got some practice. So this is a quizzes. You're going to try it. There are 15 practice problems, and then you are going to reply here. We've got more discussion boards. And again, you have to reply before it's going to allow you to go next. Another little mini lesson here. Okay, so now we've got some actual old school homework. You are going to need these Khan Academy videos. You are going to need to, I'm going to open this one up. You're going to go through this, and this is going to feel like homework online. It really is going to feel like a homework assignment. And there are, let me let it load. Come on. There are 4 problems, so it's not a lot. I'm going to do the 4 problems, and you can see that there's a little check here. When I'm all done with these 4 problems, I'm going to get a summary page. It is very, very important that you pay attention to that summary page, because that's how your teacher is going to know that you did the homework. You're going to screenshot or snip the summary page. If you are working on a Chromebook, you're going to hold down the control key, and then above the 6 is the switch screen key. It looks like a rectangle with 2 lines on the right side. If you hold down the control key here, I'll do it right now, and I press that, see, I get a screenshot, and it goes in my downloads folder. And so then what I'm going to do when I'm done, let me get rid of this. I could open up my downloads folder. The next thing it's going to ask me to do is to upload that file, that picture. That's how your teacher is going to know that you have done the practice. Okay, now mine looks different because mine's a teacher screen, but down here, there will be an option to upload a file, and you're just going to upload that picture. Again, it can be a screenshot. If you're on a regular laptop or a MacBook there, you can use the snipping tool and just snip a picture, and that's what you're going to send to me. Okay, so we're reaching the end of the week now, and so we've got a practice quiz. This practice quiz is really going to see, are you ready to take the real quiz? It's going to be a homework grade. I want to emphasize that just because it's in the quiz section of Canvas doesn't mean it's actually a quiz. Your grades will still be in Portal like they've always been. I'm going to import them myself. I'm not having Canvas automatically upload them. Okay, so just be aware that this says it's a quiz, but it's really just like practice quiz. What it will do after you take the quiz is it will show you if your answer, what the correct answer is. So you'll have a good idea of if you're ready to take the real quiz. So you're going to go ahead and take the practice quiz. I want to remind everyone that you may use a calculator for all of this, but a lot of the questions do say don't reduce your fractions. And then when you're ready to take the real quiz, the second to last thing in this module is the exit ticket. Okay, I want you to point out the exit ticket is is 13 points. Don't have a time limit. And that's what you're going to do. When you're done with that, there is a wrap up. And it gives you a little preview of next week. If you have any questions about how to navigate this, please feel free to send me an email through Canvas.